means singer in Spanish. One who sings or chants.
Yes. And you're going to stop being that granite thing anytime soon, or you're going to continue with that?
Granite thing? What's a granite thing?
Rock, solid.
Rock solid. I've never been accused of being rock solid. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
I'd like to platform some of Aaron's way of being. He did this beautiful embodied like shoulder touch game that was like some evolved form of push hands and contact improv together. And Cray, I love your eyes on what you see I could lean into in connection with Aaron.
Let him love
I
you.
also get that my computer is quite slow right now.
Hmm.
Let
Yeah, I
him
don't know.
love you and be danced by that.
Simple. I like it.
Let the flavor, the predominant flavor of your interactions with him, in your experience, Alton, let it be love and play with him. See what happens.
Thanks.
I'm going to do my damnedest to keep you away from techniques for as long as I can before I die, but you're pretty goddamn insistent on techniques.
The technique of letting someone love
Yeah.
you.
You remember the Matrix, Alton?
Yes.
Remember the dojo fight scene?
Yeah.
It's not your techniques. Your techniques are fine.
Hmm.
You don't believe.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I feel so fed. Thank you. Believing.
Okay. Need a little pat on the back to burp you or anything? Or? What you do to babies after they finish feeding because they may have swallowed air and they have difficulty burping, so you put them on your shoulder and pat them, and then they eventually burp, and you get a little bit of regurgitated baby food on your shoulder. That's why you wear the blankie.
Oh.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is a joke to imply that I'm babying myself through.
Now, this is a joke to demonstrate that you can't feel the love.
Feel regularly brought to tears by how much love I'm receiving from others.
Yeah.
I haven't like 10 times in the past week, but maybe you're saying like that's a low average or something.
No, I'm saying in this moment.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been leaning more into like how people show up or how I show up differently on live streams versus in person. Dakota and other friends were sharing how significantly different it was and how people like me the least when I'm on this in this format. And hmm,
Hmm.
I'm interested, yeah, again, on your take on and your connection with Aaron and like what dance you guys could dance in this. I also got to restart my video thing in like a minute, but
He's doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. Oh, wait, we're supposed to be the dancing ponies.
no, it's the intention is to like see how I could talk about his work more in the world.
Ask
And
him about his work then.
in a way that Cray you make that you have it that it would like land for other people for this very
I don't
different.
know what his work is, for God's sakes.
Yeah, okay, I'm pre-framing it. An ounce of
Oh,
Cool.
pre-framing saves a pound of reframing later is the frame. Okay. So Aaron's
Well,
got
Craig,
incredible gifts.
I
About it at work. Okay, go ahead. Great.
yeah. I'll just say a little bit about my work and what I do. And I'm curious about what you do, Cray, because I met you briefly at Bonnie's place, or not Bonnie's place, the Sky
At
Meadow,
the farm?
the Sky Meadow
At
Barns,
Sky
Sky
Meadow?
Meadow
Yeah.
Farm.
I don't remember you, but I don't remember anybody there. So.
Yeah, no worries. But I remember you. You showed up with Jane.
Yep.
Um, you were doing calls from the barn.
Yep.
Um, and I work closely with Bonnie. One of the things that I do that I bring to Bonnie's work is a series of games that
Oh
get people
no.
interacting.
Oh, I remember you. You were in the center of a circle and
Center.
you were doing a game at one time out on the lawn someplace. Yes, I remember you now.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the worst games. Um, I'm not sure which game you're referring to, but yes, I do games. The work that I'm doing these days with Alton, the work that I did yesterday with Alton is based on a very, very simple thing. I have something you want, you have something I want. I'm going to try to get it from you. You're going to try to get it from me. We start dancing. We have an interaction. We get to
Just
try on different characters,
wait a
different
minute.
energies, different.
Wait a minute, Aaron.
Yeah.
There are certain parts of your anatomy, JJ, that is saying that that was a successful encounter.
I think it's not me you should be asking, is it?
I'm asking.
He connected him to another line. He's gonna come back just fucking wide-eyed, mind blown. I stand corrected, ma'am.
Yeah, Aaron, I'll say that it was clearly some of the most smiley and laughy moments since we've even had time in Evergreen together as a house. The experience that you brought to us last night in that like 45-minute window.
Cool.
So I am a strong believer in this work and what you stand for. And I'm interested in platforming it in whatever way I can.
Beautiful.
There was a
Well,
moment
yeah,
where
that's exciting. I'd love to do more.
how juiced she was to hear Josh, especially when he was like getting all shouty with you. And
So just.
yeah, it really lit me up. Thank you for facilitating that.
Awesome.
In the meantime, yeah, my interest was also to point other people to this work or maybe this stream so people could get a flavor of it. We'll just point them to some timestamp around some of this. And I don't know how much of it can be transmitted, if at all, through Zoom, but just want to name that that's my background intention.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, my sense is that the stuff is very interactive.
Mhm.
And I haven't done a lot of stuff with Zoom. I don't know what the live stream gym thing is.
You would have people come in pairs or like couples, like playing predator prey type things, or the couples have to like do some dance that you can instruct.
For sure. If we do stuff live, it would have to be two people. You need another body to work with versus having a virtual body on a screen. It's a very different thing when I can touch somebody,
Mhm.
really touch somebody, rather than pretend to touch somebody or simulate touching somebody.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that we
Working
use
with the
that.
real body.
I think we could design that like now. I could just go upstairs and just join and then try something. Would you be willing to experiment with that on this live? And you're frozen.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can do that.
Mhm.
We can do that. Figure out my technology so I can get a better view.
I will walk upstairs and I'll ping Craig again.
Beautiful.
Turn this video off. Oh, make Josh host. Or just turn off the waiting room.
So we popped into a waiting room.
Hmm? Oh, he's gone.
He was trying to get his tech set up so we could do some practices.
What?
Yeah, I'm very interested in what you think of that. I'm gonna go upstairs to do some practices with Tan or JJ and or Josh, facilitated by Aaron around this, and hear Craig's thoughts.
What?
Cool.
Did you get what you wanted, Taya?
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much?
Hmm. 7 or 8, I think. 7 or 8.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Is it new for you?
In some respects, yes. In others, no. Like clubbing.
I don't care. I don't. That's up to you.
Okay.
So right now, you have teeth. Okay? Keep using them.
Okay. I will.
You're not. You can use teeth with speech, with your, you know very well how to do it with your face. All right. So you get to practice. There are many different ways to be toothy. Just for your information, all the adolescent masculines in the world, like Josh, they are totally dependent that you can own your teeth. If you can't do that, they got no place to go. Reading between the lines.
I hear you.
You're hearing, but you're not acting.
I'm just getting emotional.
Yeah, that's fine. What are you getting? Now you can. Oh, wait! I don't have any teeth. I'm being emotional. Please excuse me. I know it's bad to be emotional. Oh.
I think he just needs more practice and maybe
Duh.
other, yeah, duh, and different situations
Oh,
where,
now I'm going to show you my teeth by being vague and general and talking about things that everybody already knows. That's going to demonstrate my ferociousness. Ooh.
no, I just feel like I'm very new to the space, so I'm learning.
Oh, so you don't want to make a fool out of yourself or practice big or anything.
No, that's not really it either. I'm just, I don't know. Like I said, like I'm perfectly okay with owning the fact that I'm I'm very used to following other people's expectations.
And who
So
cares? You're
now,
not in a place to practice that. You're a practice
no.
to follow you. There's Josh.
Uh-huh.
I dare you. I absolutely dare you. And however you want to define teeth, take him off camera for 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. See if you can take a bite out of him. But don't do it. Don't do it until you know what you're going to do. No ad-libbing.
Yeah, okay.
How are you going to know if you take a bite out of him? There are two things that are going to happen.
Mhm.
Either he's going to collapse in a little hamster pool of ejaculate, okay? Or his teeth are going to come out and he's going to press you. Those are the two ends of the spectrum. Does that make sense?
I don't really get why it has to be a pool of ejaculates.
Because you don't understand hamsters.
Oh.
You can ask him to explain, but don't do it on camera.
Um,
Okay. How am I doing, Aaron? Am I doing something that you approve of?
I love it. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's great. I'm curious about the context because I don't know the context.
There is
But-
no context.
I get the energy, and that's great.
There is no context. I've been invited here because I'm Cray. I don't get paid anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm just being Cray. I am more interested in those three people becoming bigger and more something. And I do it for selfish reasons. One, I want playmates. I don't think any of them will ever make that status anytime soon. And two, I think that if they continue down the path that they're on, the world is done. It's over. It's over. Unless Taya can own her teeth in a non-predatory, traumatized bullshit way, she can't call either of those two to their own teeth. They're not going to get called to their teeth by me because I'm outside their adolescent masculine range. All right? I can slap them around and I can do whatever, and they're going to go, meh, 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 meh. And they're going to think
but it's
of
not going to
something.
evoke it. It's not going to evoke it in the same way.
No, that's Taya's job. And she's like, oh, I can do that. And then she's going to find out how ridiculous hamster dick is, angry or loving. And she's going to have to calibrate. Now, right now, she is here. And you can look at the two behind her. They're not. They're not here. Josh, I've set Josh up with a possible exercise where Taya's going to go and try to take a bite out of him. You would think he would be dragging her from the room right now.
Jumping on it, right?
Yes,
Like, let's
you would
go.
think.
Let's go.
But no, he's being polite, letting the old
You told
man
her to have the exercise and not ad lib it. So you want me to calm.
be polite. She's a
Be very
newbie.
polite, Cray.
And how long have you been working with these folks, Cray?
I don't know. Alton I've been working with for lifetimes, it seems. What's your real? Come on, give me some Aaron questions. Give me something that speaks, that's ferocious, that's heartfelt or something.
There's something I'm curious about.
Okay, and before you finish that statement, Norman, I'm a Jewish grandmother. You're driving. I can tell you're driving. It makes me really nervous. Could you please at least turn off the video? Thank you. Back to you, Aaron. You're curious about something.
Well, it's something I think you probably have a unique perspective on, and it's devoted love.
What?
I have a complicated relationship with love and devotion, and
That's impossible.
you know, I just heard you say adolescent masculine a lot, and how does one grow out of that is like a question when it comes to personal.
There are two paths out of it. Okay. One is that you adopt the adult perspective, which is it's not so much about me, I. It's about how do I serve my kin group. And that's tricky because you can serve your kin group from an adolescent place.
Absolutely.
Now, the other way out of it is to become a master of your craft. Once you get past the mid-range of your craft, you're more interested in the craft itself than the people and what they think about it, although they are a part of it. I think that you have the adolescent version of serving your kin group. I think you have that down pat. I wouldn't waste time trying to find that adult nuance in there. I would go after defining and mastering your craft and having it be about the craft.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. I think that you have a lot of you have a lot of surface that people can get traction on, and that's I don't think that serves your human too well, but you as the person who is in service, I think it's very well.
Yeah. Yeah, and serving the human looks like a few things, but one is like actually getting paid, right? The other one is
it's much more than getting
deep
paid.
rest. Right.
And,
but there's
so right now you're getting paid, but you're getting paid in feelings.
Getting paid in what? What did you say?
Feelings.
Feelings.
There's something that's more important to you. There's coin that you'd rather have. But in order to get the coin you want, you're going to have to put aside some of your traditional ways of being. You're going to have to be more, in my world, you're going to have to be a little bit more predatory. You're going to have to be less willing to put up with people's bullshit. You're going to have to be less willing to put up with their smallness. In your world, you're going to have to let the babies go into the oven.
True. Like actually push people a little bit.
No. Auschwitz, ovens, death, live babies going into them. That's what it's going to be like for you. Because you're going to have somebody come up to you and they're going to go, oh, I've heard the work you do, but because of this and this and this and this and this, I can't actually pay you the money that you want for your services. And you're like, you could say, oh, okay, that's you not willing to let the babies burn. And you say, grow a pair, go out, get the cash money that I want, and come back and talk to me. Otherwise, it's your life.
Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. That's definitely against the character that I.
Yep.
It's against some of the values, right? That's true. And I'm already trying to figure out ways to like do both. You know, like, can I do that to some people and not to others? And
yeah, if it's very clearly outlined and everybody else can agree, if they come in with one leg missing, then fine, give them half off. Everybody can see it. Not because you have a feeling, not because they're telling a really good story, but it's rocks are hard, water is wet. Yes, if you're missing a limb, you get a quarter discount. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah, I love that. Yep.
And it's going to, I mean, no insult, but you're not a spring chicken. This is going to hurt.
For sure.
This is really going to hurt.
How did you get into doing what you do, Cray? How did you become?
I was sexually traumatized at sex parties when I was a kid. I was given away as a sexual favor. I'm serious.
I know. I just like, whoa, okay, it's not what I expected.
That's what happened. And I was raised overseas. I was
Okay,
exposed to different monocultures, Southeast Asia mainly. I was exposed to different monocultures and I had to figure out how to survive. And so that started the process.
Interesting. Different monocultures. Yeah, I was raised in Brazil and Japan. Different than the US. Different things. And the coaching industry, is that what you would consider yourself a part of? I hate the word industry, and I like what you're doing.
The thing that I do, the truth of it is, as far as I can tell, is I spin a really good story. That's what I do. And that because all the things that psychologists or all these other people do, all they're in the market for is you create a meme that lands in a person in a certain way, and there will be behavioral change. And they will have more of the life that they want. We're programmable. What you're doing with people with your somatic stuff is the same thing. You're trying to get them to have a different story about this. The difficulty is that
feel a different story, live into a different story. Yep.
The difficulty with you is it's really hard to do somatically different things and have it not just be an experience.
That's true.
And so how do you take their experience and put it into their lives? Lots of people do amazing things, but they don't get the people to take it into. You can go and have the most amazing massage in your life and come out and feel and work differently. And because you're not changing your life in any way, guess what happens in a week? You're back at the massage therapist getting massaged again.
Right. Same with exercise, right? You work out once a week versus like every single day. Doesn't really change much.
You're not changing your story about the exercise. It's just something that you have to do.
And how do you think about, so yesterday I stepped into what was it? It wasn't it's called the experience, the hangout. It was the hangout.
Yeah.
And there was exercises going on.
Yep.
How do you think about designing exercises?
There's a whole
for people.
You can there's crazy shit going on out there. I mean, if you go to craiggaimont.com, there's a document there, how to craft an exercise.
Cool.
And just take it. It's public domain shit. Take it.
Beautiful.
Take it. It's way nuanced. Most people don't do all the nuances because they know how to do it their way. And just extend it into a group of 4, because one of the amazing things is that you're gonna travel so much further and so much faster and with more traction that if you do these exercises with other gym rats, with people who are doing the same kind of exercise.
And having a skillful training partner gets you further than not having a skillful training partner. So the quality of your partner matters a lot.
I know, but the idiots that you're dealing with, don't bring that up.
True.
Most of them don't know their, a bicep from a tricep. So.
Right. Cool. I'll check that out for sure. My sense is, so the world needs this stuff, right? I want to work with Alton. I want to work with this crew. There's a whole Silicon Valley people. A lot of them can't fucking feel their spines, and they want to upload their consciousness into a fucking cloud before actually being here, feeling their feet, feeling their dicks, taking shits, right? These are like your words as well, but it's just like, it's fucking true. You gotta fucking feel the earth before you
No, you don't. You can upload your consciousness into a machine without look at the Dalai Lama. Okay? He's uploaded his consciousness. Would you want to have sex with him?
I love
No.
that.
No, probably not. He uploaded his consciousness and left a bunch of his chakras somewhere else.
Right.
But you can. Your job is to point them not at how stupid they are, but how amazing it is to feel a spine.
Down here.
Yes.
Down here is good. Yeah.
I don't care where you want to go, but I'm telling you that if it's so hard when somebody's done 40 years of meditation and they're like, oh my God, I left my testicles 40 years ago in a small suburban la la la. Trying to go back and get those, it's
There's
next to
almost no
impossible.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what you're trying to do is I think that what you could be doing is you could be introducing people into the amazing pleasure of what it is to be human and in a body, have your feet on the ground, your head in the sky, and everything in between.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Earth, heaven, humans, right? That's the whole Tai Chi thing, but beautiful. I love that. And that's a good story too, and it's simple. So I really appreciate that language.
Okay. Thea, what happened? Don't give me the gory details. Are you happy with the results?
Yes. Yeah.
You look very different than you're happy with JJ.
Well,
So-
we do different things.
Thea, if you look at Josh, that's what a hamster puddle looks like.
Hamster puddle.
Yeah, that slightly open mouth. They're like, I can't believe that just happened. I'm going to wake up soon. Oh yeah, it's great. It should feel different there. Good. Oh my goodness. You just look really hungry still, Thea. So the thing to sit with, Thea, is given how much you've eaten, what wasn't there?
Mm. I think, well,
Think of it in terms of food.
yeah.
You just sat down, there was a buffet, there was vegetables, there's da, 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 da. You ate some of this and you ate some of that. What didn't you eat? What's the feeling that
We spoke about after doing this, I feel like I've been very heavy on like the being pushy or like dominating, but I feel like I need to be a bit crazy too.
and what's stopping you from doing that?
Nothing. We just wanted to come back and check in, and maybe we'll do that later.
Are you're putting a Zoom call with a bunch of crazy people above you being crazy? Really?
Oh, maybe that's crazy.
No, that's just stupid. In my world.
That's okay.
That's just stupid.
Understood. I guess maybe we should go do that then.
Maybe. I thought your job was to pay attention to what you wanted.
Off we go again.
You know, Dakota, that you're mainlining heroin right now. Stop it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like an 11-year-old.
I just got off a really good phone call. Now I'm
I
here.
know. So you can either listen to the old guy or you can pretend to know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
my interpretation is that you're showing up like a 11, 10-year-old that knows how to get a specific kind of attention.
Hmm.
And she likes that. And you don't have another way of being here. So you're defaulting to that.
Hmm.
So how would you want to show up here to have more of the life that you want to have?
Hmm.
So blank the screen, figure that out, change how you're showing up in whatever way you want, and then come back. If I have to watch Norman eat daintily one more time.
Norman, I love watching you eat.
Oh, good. So now she's off screen, but still the same character.
Aaron, I don't know you at all, but I want to experience you burning me in the oven.
Where are you, Norman?
No,
I'm
he means right now.
right now.
Oh, right now. Cool. Um, burning you in the oven.
Energetically. Shall we go to a breakout?
Yeah, let's go to a breakout. That's great.
Assuming that Alton has them up and running.
And I don't have host access. I'd have to go downstairs.
Shall we do here? An audience.
So Aaron, burning him means you're going to have to tell him something that his primal character is going to find insanely painful, but that he can't negate it.
Right. We'll see. I appreciate this this opportunity.
I appreciate the opportunity to pretend to be an Auschwitz guard. Thank you very much.
Whatever. This is what's happening right now. Let's go.
Any day. Don't think about it too much.
Oh, you want me to do it now? I thought we were working for a breakout room. Okay.
No, you're doing it now.
We're doing it now. Norman, you strike me as weak and scared.
All right.
Weak,
Does he look
scared,
like he's
soft.
burning?
No, it's not burning.
No. People think, oh, it's going to be so easy to set somebody on fire.
Yeah. It's not easy, huh?
Dakota got kind of crispy.
Enjoying hearing all that shouting and screaming.
Ember landing on the skin.
What's that?
It's like an ember landing on the skin.
Ember landing on the skin.
Do you ever use that cock, Norman, for anything other than pretending you don't have one?
In a while. It's been a while.
Now, the problem with Norman is that most everything you're gonna have to get underneath that carapace. And that's really hard to do. He has a form-fitting. So he's using his cock on you. He's setting you up, but he's not owning it. He's actually having you in his world, in his reality. You're bent over in front of him. You can't do anything, and he's going to have his pleasure with you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it because you took the bait.
I took the bait. Yeah. And there's something about, like, I can't burn you because I can't get to know you, and no one can get to know you because you won't let them. So I don't know what to do with you.
Checks out.
If you want a possibilities, Aaron, you'll be like, you're too good for me. I wish I had the skill set or the desire. That's going to burn.
Right.
To get under your armor, but neither one of them are there. I'm sorry.
Right. No desire, no incentive. Yeah.
How you doing, Norman?
Mmm. My heart sank. That's delicious. Mm.
Man, he could teach you so much, Dakota.
Norman?
Yeah.
Oh, I love tone there.
That you use that tone. I mean, forgive me, darling, but that's boy, you're really an idiot.
I'm quite fond of Norman.
That's part of his charm is that you don't understand what a fucking little viper you're dealing with.
I have stories around his power.
Has he bruised you? Have you come back for more?
He hasn't bruised me yet. We haven't
Hmm.
space for that.
Oh, God, like Norman needs space. Norman can be walking by you on the street and just whip your ass raw and not even break stride. Josh, do you need like vitamins? Do you need a blood transfusion?
Driving women crazy is one of my specialties, Gray.
She doesn't look crazy. You look crazy. Look at her. No, look at the pixels so we can watch you. Does she look crazed?
No,
Huh.
but
Correct English girls never look crazed. Can she look crazed? Probably.
do you want me to drive her perma crazy?
No. You don't hurt yourself, Josh.
That's
You
not
could
what
probably, you could probably, you could probably trauma her into permanent craze, but we're looking for a blooming into craziness,
Mm.
not a beating into craziness. Feeling spanked yet, Teo?
Getting spanked?
Yep.
No.
Oh, sorry. I'll work harder. How
I
you doing,
got
Dakota? You got what?
I got some good energy out and some yeah,
Some
like there's
implies that there's more left.
some more what?
Some, if you say I got some energy out, the linguistics would say that there's more there that you know about.
I would say I got like a very good majority out. I don't think I need to do anymore. I'm pretty
Oh,
tired.
good. Your old ego says, oh, we can only lift so much weight. We can only stand so much passion. We can only do so many nasty things in a day. Okay. If you want to draw the line there, that's fine.
How do you not burn out, Gray?
What?
How do you know if you're on the verge of burning out?
You look like Josh.
So what are the signifiers?
There's a relaxing. There's like I'm barely taking it in.
Okay,
No, not the eyes rolling back in your head, Miss Flirt. No, Taya is still very much in control. She has more than enough reserves. She can do
Yes.
all the things that she just did, take them down 2 more levels, and do them probably 2 or 3 more times before she even gets near exhaustion. That's okay. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe.
How could I? Oh, good.
What?
I wanted to know how could I have redone my interaction, but less guarded with Aaron.
Kiss me softly.
That'll do it. Whew.
Gray, how'd you set Taya up to have like a series of these type of experiences? If she's gonna like top out a bunch of people that she does these dances with, she needs to have like a rotational people. how could she be the type of person who could just like run through a whole bunch of people or something to get her needs met around this?
I may I, Taya?
Hmm.
I think she needs to find her own levels of exhaustion. Like sit down with a bunch of toys or some computers, whatever you need to do, and find out what exhausted feels like. What happens when you've burned through all the wood that you have in this moment? What does that look like? What does that feel for you? Do not do it with a partner the first couple times, because then you're in performance bullshit.
Oh,
You just want to say, okay, what does this look like? How do I know when I'm like, I can't anymore? There's no fire to be had. Give me a couple minutes. I'll find some more wood. Okay, there's lots here, but you got to give me a couple minutes. With guys, it's pretty easy. Women, not so easy. They traditionally they hold themselves back from going all the way or pushing themselves to those. Because if you find that yourself, every other man out there is never going to get you there. And you're going to be even more pissed off than you already are. Which is good, because maybe you'll actually, put on your big girl trousers and actually train a few of them. But that would mean that they didn't see you for the radiance that you are. You have to train them. I don't want to teach my lover how to be a better lover. That's ridiculous.
you have a lot of nuancing and like capacity to articulate that. How can I, who has not had that background experience, set people like to up for that type of experience or to get that internally other than just practicing?
Taya, I'll give you $1,000 to make me a better lover. By your definitions. And then when you're done with that one, you go over to Dakota and say, Dakota, I'll give you $1,000. And you could say, hey, what kind of lover do you think I am? And she's going to say a 2. And you're going to say, don't we get a test run first? Because I don't think that's an informed decision yet, Miss Dakota. And she's going to say, oh, all right, come over here. And you're going to do the humpy bumpy, whatever it is. And she's going to say, that's a 3.
Whatever. What question are you answering? I'm very confused.
What? You want me to be a better tennis player? What are you going to do?
Okay, you're just saying practice.
Alton, I don't care how much practicing you do by yourself with your tennis racket in the bathroom, okay? I don't care how much practicing you do by yourself. If you don't have a coach, you're stuck in your loops.
Okay.
Alton, look at Taya.
Have an informed witness.
Look, no, an informed practice partner. Look at Taya. Okay? Don't look at Dakota. She'll blow a fuse or 2. Okay? But if you look at Taya, you can look at her and you can go, oh, I bet you she understands a missionary. She's got that good girl look, nice hairdo. She looks very polite. Maybe you can get a hair pull or 2 in there.
What?
And you're going to go up to her and you're going to say, hey, I want to be a better lover with you. I don't want you to train me according to the Kama Sutra. I want you to tell me, if nothing else, why don't we go sit down someplace? I'll buy you dinner. And you tell me what a 1 is for you, what a 3 is for you, what a 4 is for you. What a 7 is for you, what a 9 is. Get more data.
But it's not just information data, right? It's energetic.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Is that too advanced?
Yes, that's way too advanced.
Okay, so it's just information data right now.
We're just looking for information. We want Thea to be able to actually tell him.
Hmm.
That's her job. That's Dakota's job. Is to give them the baseline that they can say, I am a woman. I know what my preferences are. And this is what a 1, a 5, a 7, and a 10 look like. The 10 is probably theoretical, most of them. Then if you're really brave, Alton, you ask Norman the same question.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, okay, there's only one way to actually get this to be embodied. And you ask Thea for whatever the coin she wants is. Maybe it's cash money. Maybe it's you shaving your head bald. I don't know. And maybe it's not on the option. She's like, I'll tell you all day long, but you're not getting anywhere near me with your physicality. And that's like, oh, okay, there we go. Same thing with Dakota. Well, Dakota's going to use words that you've never heard of before, at least in a non-agricultural sense.
Beautiful. Well, bounties are my love language. Thanks, Norman, for echoing that. Yeah. Okay, great that. Thanks, Gray. That's very runnable. And
if any of you out there, for whatever reasons, want to help Aaron get more in his human, okay, don't let him teach you. Make sure that you have times when you get to be with Aaron as a human being. And if he tries doing teaching, just kick him in the balls. He'll learn really quickly.
I understand that, Gray. Just his way of being is very.
His way, yes, he's quote an oldster, and he is seeped in being a teacher, and that's preventing him from being a human being. Being a teacher is a role, not an identity. It's a job, not an identity. And so if he's in the classroom and he's got his little Catholic school outfit on and he's up in front of the class teaching, then fine. That's the arena that you're playing in. He's teaching and you're learning. But if he's not wearing that special little uniform, then you interact with him as a human. If he tries to teach you something, if you want to help Alton, whenever he tries to caretake your smallness, kick him in the balls. You'll learn quick. Don't really.
That's great.
Norman's like, no, I really want to.
Alton, your facial expressions are very vivid today.
I feel very vivid today.
Can you speak any more coded language, Norman?
I'm enjoying the faces you make.
Gee, there we go.
Yes.
The same way that I enjoy cupcakes. Yes. All right.
Great. That was my. And I hear next steps in integration for people is don't be sensitive to their sensitivities when they're in this state. Just be with whatever's arising and let them own their adult parts while attuning to how you can listen to their bigness. And then I also heard with other people to support their work, just invite them to clear embodied experiences of doing this work and ask them to rate you regularly based on their opinion purely.
What other thing? Well, there's another option to rate you other than their opinion. Oh, I guess you have access to secrets I don't know about. So, Alton, you need a certain level of civility. You need a certain level of safety. Okay? You don't want people just running around kicking each other in the nuts. As much as people want it, they don't want Taya dragging them off into a closet for a little bit of teeth work. You know?
Well,
And don't forget, with all of these exercises, no matter how much you try to say this is an exercise, right now Josh is falling, if not fallen, for Taya. Right? He's already done that. He's already plotting how to seduce her, and then he's plotting about how to drive her crazy so that she rejects him. That's his pattern.
what?
Well, part of
That's
that is
his
the
pattern. Hmm?
exercise.
Why would you put that in the
That's-
listening?
What?
Why would you put that in the listening?
Why would I put that in listening? Because
Why would you put that in listening versus be like, maybe historically that would be something he would do, and now I'm listening for him to step up into this.
gee, if he's not a hamster, he's going to contradict me, isn't he?
Well, I have it that I already skipped past the her falling in love with me stage, went right to the crazy, and it was great.
So why can't crazy people love you? Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. That's the pattern. The pattern's like, does not compute, does not compute, does not compute, does not compute. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. The reason that crazy people can't love you, Josh, is then they won't leave you.
Oh.
You drive them crazy so that they leave you. They is full. Not going to contradict me, are you? Fine.
Drive them crazy and then let them love me in the crazy.
Let them do whatever they want. Taya, you only lasted 2 hours. You're a beginner. It's okay. Anything else, anybody? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got some questions about the teacher role thing. I don't experience myself as being too identified with the teacher role. I really like the work that I do. I like sharing stuff.
Ask the people around you.
Yeah, I will.
Do I come across as a teacher? Hey, I'm trying to work on this. So the next time that you think I'm coming across as a teacher, just do this to me. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all.
Outside of like a context in which it's agreed upon. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
It's easy.
That's great. Today was really thanks.
Is JJ okay?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check in on her. I need to prep her room for someone else coming shortly.
How long will it take for you to check on her?
Couple
Just to
minutes.
stick it. Can you do it in one?
Well, I need to reset.
Can you do it in one so I can leave safely?
Oh,
Can you scurry out and check on JJ real quick and come
I
back?
can just take it off the live stream. We just didn't want to necessarily
Okay,
live.
fine. Hurry up.